Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start off with priming, and I've been using a new primer for the last few weeks, and I've been using the NYX Angel Veil. For me, I've tried multiple primers, and I don't know, they all kind of work the same to me. So yeah, so I don't really see a point in getting like a high-end primer because I've tried them and I don't really see a difference between those and ones that are a little bit more affordable. So yeah, I've been liking the Angel Veil one though. It's pretty smoothing. So I just put that all over my face. Okay, good enough. So this primer makes me look like a ghost. And it looks more ghostly on camera than it does in person. So another new thing I've been doing is putting my powder on before my foundation. So about my skin, I have pretty like oily skin when I have makeup on, but when I don't wear makeup, my skin is pretty dry. So what I do is I make sure that my face is super moisturized before I start my makeup, so then it doesn't look super dry. And then to help with the oiliness, I'm going to be using my Sacha Buttercup, and I'm just going to put that on my face beforehand. And where I pretty much get like oily is in my T-zone, mainly my nose. My nose will get super oily, so I definitely like pack it on there, but that's also where I get super dry, which is the weirdest thing. But yeah, so my nose is very moisturized, so hopefully it shouldn't, you know, look dry after this. But yeah, so my nose, kind of my forehead, and kind of like in this area is where I'm just gonna put a little bit of that, and I'm just gonna use this fluffy brush that's from BH Cosmetics. I'm going to dot this everywhere. And then I'm also going to use a smaller brush. This is the setting brush from Real Technique, and I'm going to use this up under my eyes because I tend to get creases there really easily, and this has been kind of helping so that I don't crease. So now that I'm looking even crazier, now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. So I've been also using a new foundation, and I've been using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. I've been using their concealer for a minute now, and so when they came out with these, I was super excited about it. So as you can see, I have two of them, and that's because I like to mix them together. My concealer color that's closest to me is the C14, which is what I use on really light makeup days, which I'm not doing right now. But then I saw C15, and I kind of wanted to try that as well. So they both match me, so I can really do one or the other, but I get the best kind of match when I just mix both of them. So that's what I'm going to do. So the brush is just like the concealer, which is really convenient. So I really like to put the 15 kind of around the edges as if I'm kind of pre-contouring, I guess. And then I put 14 kind of like all in the middle. Once that's all over my face, all I use is a sponge. And I carry it a little bit down to my neck. Okay, so once that's pretty blended in, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. So for concealer, I use my Makeup Revolution, and I use it in C13. And I'm just gonna put that in the usual areas that you conceal, mainly focusing it underneath my eyes. And then I just put a little bit here, a little bit on my forehead, and then down my nose. I don't even dip it back into the container. So now I'm just gonna start blending that out. So I do everything except for underneath my eyes first, just to help with creasing. And then for underneath my eyes, I just kind of do the outside of it first. And then once I just have this little bit left to blend, that's when I'm going to set right after I pretty much finish it. Just because, like I said, I crease really easily, so I just want to set it right after I have blended it in. So I'm just going to use my Sacha Buttercup again on a different sponge. This. And I'm going to pack that on. Just like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Also pressing it on the side of my nose and bringing it above my mouth. And then I'm just going to set everywhere else that I put that concealer. Now I'm going to go in with my contour. So I use the Morphe Brontour, which has a bronzer and a contour. And so I get the darkest one, which is in Showmance. And I'm going to use this fluffy cheek brush, contour brush from BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to dip it into the contour one, and I'm just going to kind of fluff that into my cheeks. Then I'm also going to do it on my forehead. I'm also going to go on with the bronzer side and do the same thing. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to use a smaller brush. And I'm going to go back into that contour side. And I'm just going to do my nose. Now I want to kind of get rid of the extra powder from the Sacha Buttercup and just kind of blend everything together. So I'm just going to use a face powder. So I've been using this old stuff that I've actually had, which is my L'Oreal Infallible powder, and it's in 800 Cocoa. And I'm just going to use this brush. And I'm just gonna pack it onto the brush basically and just put it all over my face. Okay, so now I'm pretty much done with my like face pretty much. Sometimes I put on some blush, which I'm kind of feeling today, so I'm going to use what brush is this? A stippling brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to use this color I've been using since I started making videos, but I still don't know the color, the brand, or anything. And I'm just going to put that on my cheeks. Okay. And then now I'm going to just highlight, and I still use my OG highlighter, which is my MAC Gold Deposit. Just for this look, I'm not going to use that. From the Tarteist Pro palette, which is what I use to do this eyeshadow for the most part. I'm going to use the color Glam. The color Glam that is in here. I use this Morphe M510 brush to apply my highlighter. And this is an eyeshadow, so it's a little pigmented. Again, I'm gonna blend it, don't worry. And then I'm just going to put it right here. And then also on my nose. And I kind of use my finger to just kind of blend it out. I'm gonna go back in and kind of blend this out using that same brush. And then I'm just gonna go in with this same brush that I used to kind of blend everything together. It's just gonna tone it down a little bit. Just like that. Okay, so once everything is done, then all I do is spray my face, and it kind of helps to get rid of like the dusty look. So I sprayed my face with 2 different sprays. So I use my MAC Fix Plus, and then I also use the Urban Decay All Nighter. So this kind of helps to kind of, like I said, get rid of the dustiness, but this helps it to just last forever. So I do this one first. And I try to let them dry in between. And now I'm going to go with the all-nighter spray. I kind of go crazy with the spray. Okay, so that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. This routine lasts me a pretty long time. The first time I really did this in detail was last week when I was in Atlanta, and I went to a concert. And I put my makeup on around 4, and I didn't take it off till 11. And from 4 to 11, my face literally did not budge. It wasn't oily, and it looked honestly the exact same at the end of the day. That's pretty much it for this video. If you'd like to see a video how I got this eyeshadow, or if you'd like to see an updated eyebrow routine, make sure that you comment below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so that you are notified when I do post. I am trying to post once a week, but by the end of the year I'm trying to get it 3 times a week, so just bear with me. So that's it. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.